I'm Elaine Fury. I'm on the Board of Selectmen, and I'm here to support this great community event. It's the volunteers who make it all happen. There's a lot of different things going on today. You can accommodate all age groups. Later on this afternoon, we're actually having a surprise dedication for a woman who was a welder during World War II at the shipyards in Quincy. So we're honoring her. It's a surprise. She doesn't know about it. Her name is Margaret Spaluzzi, and that's going to be an event as well. We've got the Divas coming, so it's going to be an exciting day. And I've been fortunate enough to be more involved with the seniors this year. And there's just the other day a group, they're called the Needlers. They became aware of a neighbor who was having some financial problems because of an illness in the family. They all pitched in and got school supplies for 3 of their children. They donated everything, and what's left over, they're going to take it to the Kingston schools because there's more children in need than we know of. So every volunteer fills a niche. You don't see them every day, but they're here, they're working, and this is the type of event that brings all that out for everybody.
So the Kingston community is, although there are, 40
Yes.
it's fairly close.
It is, and it's neighbor helping neighbor, and that's what I see every single day. It's a neighbor helping a neighbor who doesn't want the pat on the back, but when we get the opportunity, we will give them the pat on the back.
What should people know about Kingston that maybe they don't know?
Probably for one that we are a coastal community. Today shows that off as well. We have oysters donated by Rocky Nook Oyster Company that for a donation for the schools, so to raise money. It's as you said, it's well knit, well close knit. We've got culture, we have agriculture, we have aquaculture, so it's a wide range of opportunities for everybody.
Where's your favorite place to go in Kingston that's outdoors?
Outdoors, I have to be biased. I live in Rocky Nook. So for me, it's Grays Beach, it's the waterfront, and the Yardena with the harbor master and their crew down there.
I'm fine. I'm very happy to be here at the Kingston Waterfront Festival. My name is Mary O'Donnell, and I'm on the KBA Kingston Business Association Board of Directors. This is our 4th year, and it keeps getting better and better every year. We have a booth from my farm, the Greenway Farm, and they have oysters that are unbelievable. Tom was picking them this morning. He donates them all to the Silver Lake High School. Really sweet, sweet guy. He and his wife have a oyster farming business. They are delicious. I thought I could do my case of oysters. I bought $20 worth, so it was 20 oysters. My friend ate 48. They are delicious. Well, they got picked this morning, and here they are this afternoon. Really nice. Right now. Please come right now. Yes. But tonight there's all kinds of things going on, too, with the Divas Plus or whatever they're called. They're really good singers. But who's really outrageously good are the kids in school, in the Silver Lake School. Well, you were here last year. They're so talented. Yeah, they're so talented. I said, wow, we don't need anything else but these kids. They're so great.
What should anyone know about Kingston that maybe people don't know about the community?
Well, first of all, I'm not sure people know we have a beautiful beach. And now it's, as you can see, it's all done over. It's really clean. It's gorgeous. There's a little walkway down, so you don't have to get yourself dirty if you don't want to. Really nice. But I think that what they should know is this festival is just getting better and better and better. And then we have the 40 or 50 foot water slide that the kids are all standing in line going to. They love it. And there's a woman that's going to do a bar class, only 15 minutes of everybody try it. Someone here that's giving stretching. A lot of things are for free. So yeah, I think it's a really good, nice community. Hello, come and get interviewed.
Well, I live in Kingston, and this is an opportunity to support the community and grab a cannoli, maybe a beer, lobster roll. 1968, so I've been here a long time.
So you would be better than most people. What do people not really know about
Well, it's diverse, it's affordable. We've got a wide range of businesses and housing styles and opportunities. So, you don't have to be rich to live here. You don't have to be poor to live here. And there's just a lot. You're in a good spot to go into the city, go down to the Cape, go see Plymouth, tourism, skiing, whatever you like. We got it.
So where's your favorite place to go? Maybe right now in Kingston?
My favorite place in Kingston? I don't know. I spend a lot of time in the summer down here at the beach digging quahogs and clams. And I've been everywhere in Kingston. I've been here a long time. So, yeah. I mean, what do you want? What do you want? You can get it.
Where's your favorite place to go?
My favorite place? Oh, I'd hate to pick favorites. Yeah, I mean, you might go to Carmela's for a special dinner or head over to Mamma Mia's or Kingston House of Pizza if you want something for the ride home. I mean, the Chinese is pretty good.
We have an embarrassment of riches here.
Yeah, it's a great place to live. Jump on the T, go into the city. We got it all. Commuter rail. It's just a great spot to be in, and if you're looking for growth in the future, or you want to buy a house, it's probably a pretty good investment here. So, I mean, what's not to like?
I'm here today a little bit to talk about the school committee and maybe volunteering with PTO. And I'm a Kingston School Committee member. I've been on the board for 2 years now, and we've got a lot of great things going on in the Kingston schools, and I just wanted to tell you a little bit about that. Okay, so we have some new administrative changes at both of our schools, K through 6. At Kingston Elementary School, we have a new principal, Dr. Carrie Whipple, and her assistant principal is Mr. Jake Galuski. And they're both very dynamic. They generously offered the PTO some time last week to map out the school year, and they're very nice people, very friendly faces, and I think they're going to do great things for KES. And then next door, Mr. Banbury has been promoted to the principal, and we're welcoming Ms. Caitlin Bishop as the assistant principal. And they're bringing back the instrumental band program for grades 5 through 6. And that is kind of going to take place of the Joy of Music program that has been offered through the Kingston Recreation Department. So that's really exciting. We were able to fund that this year, and that's some of the things going on.
So you find it rewarding to be part of a
Yes.
member? Can you tell me what's attractive and rewarding about
Absolutely. Well, I'm a mom of 5, and all of our children are between Kingston Elementary and Kingston Intermediate this year. We have a 10-year-old, an 8-year-old, a 6-year-old, and our twins are 5 going into kindergarten. So when my son was going into kindergarten himself 5 years ago, I really wanted to get involved with the community, get to know other parents, other mothers, and I went to my first PTO meeting. And from there, I helped with the Breakfast with Santa, which is an event that the PTO puts on every year in December at Kingston Elementary School. And I got involved with the PTO, and then at the end of the year, I ended up saying that I would step up as president, kind of because nobody else would. But it really was a great way to get involved and get to meet other parents that I might not have known because our kids were different ages. So I got involved as the president, and then after that I decided to run for school committee. I had been attending the meetings and reporting for PTO, so I just find that it's very rewarding to get involved, get to know my children's educators and the administration, and on a very personal level, especially because then you know exactly where your children are going every day, you know who they're going to be seeing, and it's just been very rewarding to meet other parents and get to participate in many events. The Harlem Wizards will be back in April. So just other things, ways to get involved, ways to meet other people.
what is there about Kingston that you tell us that people aren't as aware of?
Okay, well, Kingston's a very friendly community. We've been here for almost 12 years. I was raised military family, so I moved around a lot every 2 to 3 years, and it's been really nice to kind of plant ourselves here in Kingston and get to know the community. And I think that it's a large community where it's about 14,000 people, but it's also very small where you really do start to see the same people everywhere, whether it's on the sports fields or through PTO or through anything. Like, you start to see the same families, and you really do get to meet a lot of people.
Favorite outdoor place to go on Kingston?
Probably Pottle Street. Love watching the ball games down at Pottle Street. My son plays baseball. My daughter plays softball. My daughter's cheering now. So Pottle Street, I think it's a fantastic venue, and we love the schools. So.
Hi, Elizabeth. Great to be here at Kingston's 4th Annual Waterfront Festival. We have beautiful weather. You know, what's fun, too, is we have the regatta going on, sponsored by the Kingston Yacht Club. It's the 117th running of the regatta, so it's the 117th consecutive running, which is the longest, I've been told, in this area. So pretty remarkable. They're racing over to Plymouth and then back here to Grays Beach. But what's great is we have some fantastic weather. We have wonderful vendors here, and you can do a lot of activities. They have face painting, they have a rock wall, they have a big inflatable slide. So it's fun for everybody. Right now behind us, they're doing a Martial Arts Academy performance. Thurston Martial Arts Academy is putting on a performance. But the vendors range from people that do sketches. We have some folks here that are promoting adoption. What a great cause. So we really want to encourage folks to participate in all things Kingston, but to make sure that you hear about and learn about the Waterfront Festival. If you don't make it this year, you want to make it next year for the 5th Waterfront Festival, which will be in 2020. How appropriate is that? So just a lot of fun. And this is really what Kingston is all about. A great community celebrating their resource here at Grays Beach, celebrating the town, celebrating some of our great local businesses, and really just participating as a community. I also forgot, they have oysters, so if you want to come down and try some local oysters, they're here as well. I know they have some food vendors and some food trucks, so make sure to come down and participate. Again, if you can't do it this year, make sure you're here next year.
Hi.
So tell me why you're here today at the Kingston Waterfront Festival.
I'm here because I'm visiting my friends, my parents' friends who live here, and we thought it would be fun to come because I always come here, and I've never been here to the festival.
And what have you been doing today here at the festival?
At the festival, we ate lunch first when we got here. I had chicken tenders, and I had Brussels sprouts because I like those, and I had root beer. And then I went on one of the New England's, I think it's the tallest slide that's like inflatable, I guess. I went on that. It was fun. And then I walked around and did some stuff and ate some cookies.
Brussels sprouts to be had here at the Waterfront Festival?
Yeah, it's I think it's called something packed. Something packed. I don't know, something like that. Sorry. Yeah. Mhm.
Brussels sprouts in general?
Yeah.
Yeah, what other kinds of foods do you like?
I like cannolis, so we went to Uncle Joey's cannolis. I like to eat rice and beans that my mom makes. I like pizza, and I like popcorn.
Are you going to do the rock climbing wall today?
Maybe, I'm not sure,
Not sure.
depending on when I leave. Yeah.
Attempt it? Yeah. Anything else you want to say?
I like Kingston, and it's a really nice place. Yeah, they're right there. But I love Kingston, I love Plymouth, and it's an amazing place to visit and live. So, yeah. Yeah.
Hi, this is Jess Kramer, and this is Wesley. Say hi, Wesley.
Hi.
Hi. And we just wanted to give a big shout out to Kingston Yacht Club because Wesley had an awesome summer at Duxbury Bay Maritime School, and Kingston Yacht Club sponsored and gave some discounts for kids from Kingston to go to Duxbury Bay Maritime School and learn sailing this summer. And actually, right here at the Waterfront Festival, they're having their regatta today. So exciting things are happening on our waterfront. And Wesley, how did you like sailing?
It was the best.
What kind of boats did you sail?
Sunfish or prams.
Sunfish or prams?
They're the same thing. It's just
And you're only 7 years old, right?
yes.
And you were in a sailboat all by yourself?
With one person.
With one other kid, right?
Yeah.
Wow, that was pretty awesome. That must have been fun to be on the bay. Did you like it?
It was very fun.
Do you want to say thank you to Kingston Yacht Club?
Thank you.
Yay, that's awesome. And if more kids get involved with sailing, it's a really fun thing to do. It teaches independence, and the kids love it. It's a great way to spend the summer. So thank you, Kingston Yacht Club. We had a great time. Say bye.
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 Hi.
So tell me why you're here today.
I'm from the Kingston Public Library, and we came to meet the community, but also to promote some of our programs and show some of the great new things that we've got at the library.
What kind of programs are you doing?
We've got everything going on the next few months. We have a library beer festival, which should be really fun. We have a model rocket program next Saturday that still has some open spots, so people can sign up for that. That's Saturday the 24th, I believe, coming up at 10:30, and people can sign up for that on the website. It's Build and Launch a Model Rocket. We'll be doing that at the library. And we have our fall author talk series coming up, which we have some great authors. We have our brochures and flyers over there for people to check out. And really cool, we're going to be unveiling our Library of Things, which is a collection of non-traditional items that people wouldn't necessarily expect to see at a library, but I think they'll be pleased when they do see them there.
Can you tell me an example of what kind of?
Sure. So some of the things that we got, and we're planning on expanding this list. Things like cornhole, so people can check out a cornhole game and bring home and play at a party, or a projector with a screen. So if somebody wants to have an outdoor movie night, they can do that. We have all sorts of stuff that people will be able to check out.
So you're also a Kingston resident.
I am.
And what can you tell me about Kingston that a lot of people don't know?
That a lot of people don't know. Kingston, I'm stumped on that one.
That's okay. How about, where's your favorite outdoor place?
My favorite outdoor place is actually right here, because I live a little ways up the street, and every day I take my dog down here, whose name is Kingston, by the way. I take my dog Kingston, and I walk him right around this area. So I love this Grays Beach area, and I've lived close by for about 10 years now. I've lived in Kingston for almost my whole life, but this is one of my favorite areas.
And where's your favorite place to go if you were going to go out to eat?
If I was going to go out to eat in Kingston, I would have to say Carmela's is probably my favorite restaurant. I've lived close by there. I've been there so many times, and I think they have the food that they have there is great.
So if someone's coming down for a meal.
Head over to Carmela's. You know what? I thought of an answer about what people don't know about Kingston. One of the things I think people don't realize about Kingston is the deep history that this town has, and I didn't even realize that till I started working at the library and started to look at our local history room and look at all the artifacts and the documents and the photos that we have there, and how Kingston really has played an important role in Massachusetts and in the country. So if people are interested in local history, check it out at the library.
So residents can go into the library and go into the history.
They can, and actually we're in the process right now of moving our local history from the library to across the street at the Adams Center. So our archivist, Susan April, who is wonderful, is moving everything across, and she'll have times when the public can come in and look at things, or they can make an appointment with her if they have some detailed questions, and they can explore the history of this really cool town.
My name is Nate Murray, and I'm a board member of the Kingston Yacht Club, which is a large, very active social club here in Kingston. And today we are here at the Waterfront Festival, and we're having our 117th regatta, which has been running since 1895, with a few years off in between.
That's excellent. So tell me about why you're here today. Do you watch the race?
We're manning a table over here with a little game for kids. And the game for kids is they have to move a sailboat down a channel using a straw, and they'll be timed, and at the end of the day there'll be prizes given out. So we're it's really kind of a fun thing. It's a fun club. We do lots of things. We do lots of barbecues on Browns Bank. We do a little golf tournament out there. called the Clam Hole Open, where we have hula hoops for the holes, and everybody has to use their sandwich.
That's amazing. Are any of the events that you have to benefit anything else?
We have every year we have a costume ball, the Friday before Halloween, and that raises money for our scholarship program. And we give scholarships to seniors at Silver Lake for every year. We usually give 2.
That's fantastic. So are you yourself a Kingston resident?
I am.
You are. What can you tell us about the town of Kingston that maybe people driving through aren't aware of?
Well, Kingston's kind of a nice town. You know, it's kind of a nice, open, fun town. It's got great schools. It's got this beautiful beach. It's got a lot of shoreline. We have about 250 boats that are moored here and in the Jones River. So it's a pretty active summer scene. Winter gets a little quiet, but
We appreciate that.
we appreciate that.
Yeah. So where is your favorite place to go in nature in Kingston?
Right here. We're out in the water in the summertime almost all the time. Yeah.
And for breakfast, where would you say someone should go if they wanted to get a great breakfast?
Oh, there's several. I mean, there's the Early Bird. They have great hash. Percy's has more food than you can finish in one meal. And they have baked beans and fish cakes for breakfast, which is, I think, the only place in town. There's the Blueberry Muffin up by Stop and Shop. And, of course, there's a couple of other fast food places that do breakfast, but they're not real breakfast.
We have everything. Is there anything else you'd like to say about Kingston?
Just one thing about the club. If you're interested, no yacht is required to join the Kingston Yacht Club. We're a small boat club and a social club, so go online to kingstonYC.com and you can join the club through there.
We're from Thurston Academy of Martial Arts, and we have 2 locations, one in Kingston and one in Hanover.
And so, can someone tell me about how long have each of you been practicing?
Anthony, go ahead. How long have you been training?
About 5 years at this dojo.
Excellent. Joseph?
I've been doing martial arts for 13 years now.
Charlie?
I've been doing martial arts for about 3.5 years.
Oh, over 15 years.
Over 15 years.
Thank you.
So, can I hear someone tell me what does practicing martial arts do for you that carries over into your regular life?
It helps you defend yourself against strangers.
Right? So it makes you feel more confident.
Yeah, basically.
Do you want to repeat, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but keep in mind that they're not going to see anything that I'm saying. They're only going to hear what you're saying because we're going to edit everything together. So if I say something, if you could kind of repeat it, like, how long have you been practicing? I've been practicing for. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Kind of? Yeah. So practicing, training, gives you more confidence or?
Training gives me confidence, power, and understanding of my body power.
Yes, martial arts and training builds your confidence level and your self-esteem, and it helps you be the best person that you can be.
Builds your confidence, makes you more aware of what's happening.
Martial arts is really important because it teaches kids how to focus, how to be leaders in our community, and, of course, respect.
So here at the Kingston Waterfront Festival, we had the opportunity to do a demonstration. And are you guys going to participate in anything else here? Are you going to have some food here at the Waterfront Festival? Or is anyone going to climb the rock wall?
I was thinking about it.
You were thinking about it? You were thinking about climbing the rock wall?
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah. I was thinking about climbing the rock wall. You want to say that? You know what? They're not going to hear anything that I say.
I was thinking of doing it.
So, are any of you from the town of Kingston? Or is it a local community?
No, we don't. None of us live in Kingston. We're from Carver, Pembroke area.
So you're from the local area. We have
South Shore.
I'm from Hanover.
So what can you, do you want to talk anything about what it's like to live in this community? Like, do you feel like this is a supportive community for martial arts?
It is a very supportive community.
Yes, the community is very supportive of what we do and how we do it, and it's good to give back to the community too.
Yes.
think we're good.
Someone was thinking about doing martial arts.
Oh, good question. So if somebody's thinking about doing martial arts and they're unsure, I would definitely recommend doing martial arts and bringing a friend, because sometimes it's easier to train with somebody else than just to walk in and jump into a class by yourself. So if you could bring a friend with you, and then it's something that you could do together.
Well, I'm John Galuzzo, and I'm here because of this. My son Anthony is part of Thurston Martial Arts demonstration team.
Very true.
Every Sunday we're down here for about an hour and a half of training. So typically what happens is I come down, I drop him off in his class, and then I go and I explore Kingston for about 2 hours. So. You know, it's between the history and the nature. Kingston's just like the perfect place to be. I love to go past the Jones River Village Historical Society, the Major John Bradford House. Unfortunately, my timing is that I get there just after the breakfast has ended, so I can't get there for the Sunday morning breakfast, which are amazing. But I also like to just get out and explore the nature, whether it's the home sites down the street here, or if it's the Grays Beach here, or the OVW. Is it OSVW Stewart Preserve, whatever the name of it is. But there's a lot of great places to go for nature walks all over Kingston. So I come down and I just explore the area and have a blast doing that, and get 2 hours of peace in while he's in learning his sport. Absolutely. And when we found out that they were going to be doing classes down here, once he joined the Black Belt Club, and we found out that was going to be the case, we both said, whoa, win-win, right? You get your class, I get about an hour and a half outside by myself.
KFC.
And he gets KFC too. He gets Kentucky Fried Chicken mac and cheese every every Sunday. So yeah, that was the idea, was that we come down here and we just fully embrace Kingston and all it's worth. We're from Hanover. I'm an historian. I used to write for South Shore Living magazine when that was around. I was actually on the board of the Jones River Village Historical Society. So I've just got a deep love for the community as it is. So anything I can do to promote it and to get it out there, I do whatever I can to help. Thank you very much. Absolutely, yeah. You know, between the Bradford family and that site alone, just the fact that we've got this house that's so ancient, so storytelling from the very earliest days of Kingston and the South Shore, that's an amazing thing. But the boat building on the Jones River is such an amazing story. 125 different boats, ships built on the river, including the first Navy ship, the Independence, which is where we got the Independence Mall when that was called what it was, the Independence Mall. There's so many great historical stories that are here and hidden, that it's just drive around town, you'll discover them, you'll find them out. Even when you drive through the center of town, you see if you just stop and look at the historic buildings around you, you'll realize that this place had character way back in the day and still does today. Absolutely. The LHR at the Kingston Public Library is fantastic. Love them. When I was writing for South Shore Living, and if I was doing an article on something local, they always had the photograph that I needed to go with it. So it's a fantastic resource, both visually and textually, of the history of this community.
Hey Elizabeth, how are you? Great. First off, can I thank you? You're about to ask me some questions. Can I thank you guys for supporting us, PACTV, and promoting us every year for absolutely nothing, in return? So thank you so much for being a great partner of the KBA and the whole business community and everyone who we support. So thank you. There's so many reasons to be here today. We all started this as the Kingston Business Association to set up a waterfront festival that is a good spot for vendors to come to the park, and then have a bunch of family-friendly events that bring the kids and the families and the grandparents and the whole community together for some cool event like Thurston Academy, where they're going to do some martial arts, or doing the big 40-foot slide going up and down. And then they get to see all these different vendors like Firefly Specialty Printing, and really kind of see all the different businesses in the community. So that's why we started it, but it's really blossomed a whole lot more. The 5K that we now ran, that was huge. So we had over 150 people participate last year. I heard a number of 200 people who ran this year. And all the proceeds of that goes to the Silver Lake Regional School District Music Department. In addition to that, we're here raising money for the KYSO, all the Kingston Sports organization, youth sports organization. And so if you go up the slide, you give a donation, buy some t-shirts, all that. So it's a lot of goodwill in the community, and that's why we're here. Well, From a business standpoint, it begins with Sullivan Brothers as far as our naming rights sponsor. They're the ones that allow all these big high-ticket items like the slide that comes, and it's a lot of upfront costs, and their sponsorship dollars that we've been getting every year for the past 4 years have allowed us to build this and get earlier in the planning and all that. So that's a good start. And the business community, it's got a lot of great partners. Eastern Bank, for instance, Donna Bokash Smith. She's the president of the KBA, and she's works for Eastern Bank. And she's not only a sponsor, but she also works and volunteers her time and goes to all these meetings that go into it. So those are a couple of people right off the top of my head.
So it's community members building neighborhoods.
Exactly. And let's talk about the neighbors for example. We sent out a list of 600 different residences, or at least mailing addresses, to let people know about this in the Rocky Nook. We got one person to call me back. I put my name on it, and she said, "How can I be a vendor?" How cool is that coming from the Rocky Nook? So Rocky Nook has loved this. I'm on the pace car in Sullivan Brothers leading off the 5K, and I see all the neighbors coming out saying, "Hey, the race is starting, the race is starting." That's like awesome. That's like gives me goosebumps just talking about it. So there. Well, check out the mall, by the way. There's a lot of cool things going on at Kingston Collection. There's a lot of fun family events there. There's pins there. So that's a great business partner. And I think they're trying to build some apartments there. So there's going to be growth happening there, a lot of changes. Yes, I think so. Yeah, where's the grocery store going in? Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Outdoor places. We're here at Grays Beach. This is one that's near and dear to my heart. So Alden Grays Beach is a resource. You buy a sticker to park here with the town, and you have access to this all year round. Or if you walk down from the Nook, you can walk right on. It's a free access. So that's a great open space resource, and that's where I'd start in it with as far as open spaces and cool stuff here. Yes. Oh my goodness. Well, that's a good plug for next year. We're kicking off the Plymouth 400, which is commemorating the Plymouth 400. And Kingston started their own group led by Josh Warren to start off a North Plymouth 400, because Kingston actually was Plymouth. So before Kingston was Kingston, it was Plymouth. So we're kind of going to get a plug through Plymouth 400, and we're going to have a whole, stay tuned for all of our events next year, but we're going to tie in this next festival that we've been building for, all to celebrate the history of Plymouth 400 and everything that comes into that. Again, thanks for PACTV for always showing up, always being here and promoting your local businesses, promoting your community members, and promoting all these sponsors like Marty's and GMC, Marty's GMC and Sullivan Brothers, and thank you so much.
Can you say hi?
Hi.
So you're from Kingston.
We are.
And what can you tell me about being from Kingston?
I like being here, playing at the beach with my friend Paxton and Wes.
It's a really nice beach here in Kingston. And what about your neighborhood? You have really beautiful neighborhoods.
Yeah.
Do you like hiking in the woods behind our house?
No.
No. Do you like scootering up and down the road?
Yes.
Yeah, you have a scooter?
And a bike, too.
And a bike, and do you ride your scooter with your neighbors?
Mhm.
Yeah. And do we have neighbors that have chickens and emus and all sorts of cool birds?
Emus, have you ever been able to pat an emu?
No, but they gave us a big egg, and it was greenish, and I ate it, but I didn't eat all of it because it was too big.
It was too big.
Yeah.
Did you save it for later?
Nah. Right, Pop?
And what did we do? We blew all the yolk out of the emu egg? Yeah.
I blew some too, right, Pop?
Yeah.
You blew some too? Did you decorate the egg once you
No.
No.
Next time.
Yeah.
Next time for that emu.
It's in our house, though.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. Yeah, because we want to show everyone, right, Mom?
And what do you like to do? Where do you like to go in Kingston with Mommy? And you see Jen and Mike and Sia.
At the library.
Yeah.
And today, no, yesterday, I watched the fire truck with my dad in a police car at the Kingston Library.
Yeah, they had a wash a fire truck day at the Kingston Library.
Did you get to meet firefighters?
Nah.
No, but we said hi to some of the police.
Some police were there? So
Yeah.
what did the police do here in Kingston?
They were just talking.
Oh, yes. They
Oh,
were taking a break from the other stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They let us wash their car.
Yeah.
So how did the fire truck look when you guys were done cleaning it?
Shiny. I cleaned the front.
Yeah.
I didn't clean the top.
They cleaned the top so it was all sparkly and shiny?
No, you didn't because we were too small.
Yeah. Child labor. What kind of books do you take books out from the library? What's your
And there's a children's room where there's computers. And I played with it yesterday, and I did Daniel Tiger, and it was a game.
Oh, Daniel Tiger. Mr. Rogers is one of my favorites.
Yeah, me too.
And are you excited about the Waterfront Festival?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get face painting after this, and I'm not gonna go on a water slide, but I'm gonna go on the rock wall.
You're going to climb the rock wall? Can we take a picture of you when you're on the rock wall?
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
And after I can look at the picture.
Yes. I will send the picture to your dad.
Okay.
Can you tell me who this guy is hanging around with you?
Joss and Pop, right?
Yeah, you call me Pop. My name's Josh.
Yeah. When I was a baby, I called him Joss, but now I call him Pop.
Pop, yep.
Was his dad want to say anything?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're here at the Kingston Waterfront Festival.
Yeah.
Tell me about why you're here.
Sure. So this is my second year helping to organize the Kingston Waterfront Festival. It's the 4th annual Kingston Waterfront Festival. And every year we build on the success of the previous year, and it just gets bigger and better. So this year we have twice the number of vendors that we had last year. We've got some new and exciting food trucks. We have a mobile rock wall. And this is the second year that we've partnered with the music department at the Silver Lake Regional High School. Last year we raised $2,600 for them through a 5K road race and through the sales of oysters that were donated by Tom Taylor of Rocky Nook Oyster Farm.
And Pop, guess what? With a lady, I did oysters.
Yeah?
And at the end, it was super squishy.
Yeah, so Saul had some oysters last year. They were super squishy. So this year we're hoping to build on that success.
Today.
Oh, today?
Yeah, with a girl, and her name is Rocky.
Ooh. So this year we're partnering again with the music department. We're going to try to raise some more money for them. We had a 5K this morning that went off without a hitch. It went really well. We had about 160 runners, 150 runners. And we're also raising money this year for Kingston Youth Sports Organization. So we're hoping that at the end of the day we can write a couple of really big checks from the Kingston Business Association to those two groups. And I'm sure tomorrow morning we'll start planning the 5th annual Kingston Waterfront Festival, which will be in 2020. So to celebrate Plymouth 400 and North Plymouth's 400, we're going to start working on that really early. Cool. So, anything else you want to say? You want to tell everybody, say, see you next year at the Waterfront Festival?
I want to say.
Nice and loud.
I want to.
Okay. Do you have something else you want to say? Do you want to sing some Michael McDonald? No? Big Michael McDonald fan.
Hi.
Hi. So Ada, are you from Kingston?
No, I'm from Plymouth.
You're from Plymouth.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you want to tell us? Why are you here at the Waterfront Festival?
Because my dad lives here. He lives like right over there.
So did you guys come here?
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm going to tell you a secret. When we edit this together, no one's going to hear my voice. They're only going to hear your voice. So if I ask you a question like, hey, did you walk here? If you can kind of repeat the question so when we edit it, people know what I said to you. Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah.
Alright, so Eden, did you guys walk here?
Yes, we did.
We walked here.
We walked here.
Yes. So why did you come to the Kingston Waterfront Festival today?
mm, mm. I wanted to hang out and I wanted to check it out.
Yeah. Are you gonna climb the rock?
Yeah, that's what I was just about to do until I saw this.
Well, we're really glad that you chose coming over here first.
Yeah.
Can we take a picture of you when you climb the wall?
Oh, of course.
That's awesome. So tell me about your life. What's going on with you?
All right. I've been really. I live on an old street called Davis Street, and I live in this house. It's really comfortable, and I really just wanted to say was, what I want to be my YouTube channel. I want it to be better than Ryan's Toy Review.
Well, you're gonna have to tell us what your YouTube channel is.
All right, it's about my family's life and what I have.
What's it called?
Awesome Aiden Joy.
Is your YouTube channel? Say my YouTube channel is Awesome Aiden Joy.
My YouTube channel is Awesome Aiden Joy.
And Joy?
JOYS.
Perfect. So tell me what we're gonna see if we go onto your YouTube channel.
All right, you're gonna just see me just being silly because I'm not entertaining. I'm just being silly.
Silly can be really entertaining now, right?
Yeah.
I like watching silly things. Are there YouTube channels that you usually like to watch?
Oh yeah, I watch Ryan's Toy Review, Creek Craft, and all that. Yeah.
Where'd you just come from? Where'd we just get home from this morning?
I just got home from Lake Ossipee
And where?
in New Hampshire.
And how long we were there?
One.
For 1 week.
1 week.
So you were on vacation.
Yeah.
What kind of things did you do up there?
I did like
So on vacation, I went fishing, I went on the boat.
I went fishing. And I caught a trout.
Did you have a good dinner?
We didn't catch any. We did.
Eat it. We released it.
We catch and release.
Yes.
Catch and release.
Amy, is there anything else that you want to say?
Yeah. One of my favorite movies are it. I just love Stephen King. I love horror movies. I just love those kind of things. I think the new one too much foul language. Too much. Yeah. Nah. I like to be scared, but I'm not that scared. There's a balloon right behind there. Oh, it was flying up.
It was.
Yeah.
So, will you say, come visit my YouTube channel?
Come visit my YouTube channel anytime. It's public and it's and you don't need to just you don't need to subscribe. But it's Awesome Aiden Joy. You all
To the Kingston Waterfront Festival. It's awesome.
and come to the Kingston Waterfront Festival. It's awesome. And please subscribe to my channel like 40 million times. Bye. See you. Bye.
Hi, how are you? Yeah.
Great, how are you? So tell me.
I'm excited.
Me too. Why are we here today?
Well, mostly we're here to celebrate Kingston and what an amazing community it's become, man. It's really mind-blowing to see. Like, I remember doing swimming lessons here 30 years ago. I was 3 years old and I was swimming over there. In fact, I remember my mom rolling up the window on my arm over there. It's amazing what's happened because Grays Beach was never like this. The community was never brought together like this. It's changed, and for the better.
When did you start to notice a change?
I mean, I started training martial arts over at Thurston Academy right behind this place probably 10 years ago. And
slowly but surely, I mean, with all the renovations between Silver Lake, between that, I mean, Kingston Elementary, same thing, intermediate, there was never this community feeling. And especially 4 years ago when Mike put together the first Waterfront Festival, you could see it starting to grow. But you know, we've done it every year since, and this year it's mind-blowing. Like, I pulled up this morning, I was like, holy expletive. And it's great because I didn't even know how many people were in the community, and we know so many people, and so many people already do martial arts with us, and you know, like, oh, I've bought food from you. Oh, I remember you live next door to me. It just blows me away. It really does. And I'm having fun. I've been here for an hour and a half, and it's great. It's great.
Really fun.
You know?
As a practitioner of martial arts, would
Yeah.
you say there's a close-knit martial arts community here in this area?
I wouldn't, not yet. But I would say it's growing. You know, the thing about martial arts is that, you know, everyone's trying to, you know, say, hey, come do it with us, come do it with us. You know, as long as you're doing it, I think that's for the best. But if you are a practitioner of martial arts and you believe in what you do, then you always think your stuff is greatest, right? You have to. Otherwise, you're not doing your job either. And one of the beautiful things about it too is that with people coming in, whether they stay with us or they don't, you can see the changes that you make in people's lives, and that is something special, you know, because like one of the cops, his son's been training with us forever. He's been training with us. He started when I did, and he, you know, works in the community. He's one of the sergeants, and I've watched this kid grow. I've watched him grow, and that's more than anything you could ever ask for, you know.
And would you say that the discipline in martial arts can be applied to other areas of people's lives?
Yeah, you can be applied to everything. Once you learn to work hard and stay disciplined with what you want and your goals and your passions, 100%. You know, if you want to succeed, then you have to be disciplined. Doesn't matter what it is, you have to continue to work hard. You know, and that's one thing we'll always preach. One of the main reasons that I stuck it out at Thurston Academy is that the owner is the hardest worker I've ever met. I've never seen a man work overnights as a police officer for 20 years, come in, run his business, open another business, and then anytime he feels like he's even getting remotely comfortable, I mean, he just went off and he's now started chiropractic school down in Florida. It's a man that cannot sit still, and he is an epitome of discipline. And it's, you know, if you want to learn how to become excellent in martial arts, if you want to become excellent in life, it's following those footsteps. And that's what we're working to teach and pass along to our students and the people that come in. At Thurston Academy. Of course, at Thurston Academy in Kingston, right over there, I can throw a rock to it. And then Thurston Martial Arts over in Hanover. Yes, yes.
For people who don't know Kingston, the
Yeah.
Kingston area, where would be a nice outdoor place that people don't really know about that you'd like to?
An outdoor place that people don't know about. If they don't know about Grays Beach, well, they need to come check out Grays Beach. Another great place would be Thurston Academy's parking lot. That's a great spot as well. You know, it's becoming something special, and I can't stop myself from just continuing to look out there and just see what this place has become. The renovations are great. The people are great. Community's special, awesome, great, amazing, fantastic, phenomenal. Everything we want it to become, it's growing.